Hello my children, welcome to our YouTube channel Roy Digital Children Teaching Center. Today we are going to learn about a new poem that is Malu Bhalu. Here we discuss about this poem and its summary, then new words, then we talk and discuss about NCERT questions, and at the last we discuss about the text-based questions in details. Okay, let's start. Malu Bhalu. Bhalu means bear. The name of the Bhalu is Malu. High up in an icy layer lived a little polar bear. Snow white, snow bright was her mane. Malu was her name. Her name is Malu. They live in an icy layer, and her mane was very bright and snow white. Very soon our Malu Bhalu learned the things her parents knew. Fish to catch, big and small. Malu was a clever girl. Malu, she was a clever girl, and very soon she learned many things from her parents, like how to catch fish. It doesn't matter it was big or small. Malu said to her mother one day, "Ma, I'm going far out to play. I want to see the things that lie there beyond the big blue sky." One day Malu said to her mother that she was going far out to play and she wanted to see many things that lied beyond the big blue sky. A little patience child said, "Mom, in the summer when next it comes." Summer, patience, what a taste! Malu simply could not rest. When her mother heard that Malu wanted to see many things beyond the big blue sky, then her mother said that she need to be patient now, and she can go next time when the summer comes. And after hearing this, Malu said to her mother, "Summer, patience." It was like a difficult taste for her because Malu could not rest. First things first, Malu's mom clasped Malu tight with her arms. Then she said, her voice was firm, "Now, my dear, you will have to swim." Okay. Then her mother firmly said to her that now she had to learn swimming. "But Ma," said Malu, "what do I know? How will I? I've never swam before." "Don't worry, dear," said Malu's mother. "Do as I do." That's all she advised her. And after hearing this, Malu asked her mother that how she could do this swimming because she had never swam before. Then her mother replied, "Don't worry, Malu, do as I do, and that's all." She had no choice, no other way. Malu had to swim that day. Tight she gripped her mother's hand into water splash to land. That day Malu had no choice and no other way. That is why she had to swim that day. And she gripped her mother tightly, and they jumped into the water, and the water splashed to the land. Brave mother's brave young daughter, doubt and fear she left behind her. Malu swam with all her might. It didn't matter wrong or right. Malu was a young daughter and she is very brave like her brave mother. And when she started swimming, then she left behind all her fears and doubt, and she swam with all her might. It didn't matter wrong or right, but swimming came to so naturally. Her mother knew this and all could see. When Malu tried her best to do swimming, then swimming came to her naturally. Now she can swimming very fluently and naturally, and it is known to her mother. Fearless was Malu. Malu was a fearless Bhalu, okay? This she knew. Not just brave but special too. She is fearless, she is brave. That is why she is very special. The poem is translated from Hindi by Sandhya Rao, excerpt from Malu Bhalu by Kamla Vasin. The actual poem is written in Hindi and it is written by Kamla Vasin and it is translated by Sandhya Rao. Now we discuss about the summary. High up in a snow-covered cave lives a little bear. In the poem, we got a word that is layer. It means cave. Her name is Malu Bhalu. She has bright white mane. She is very intelligent girl. She is soon going to learn many things that her parents knew, like how to catch fish, whether it big or small. One day she says to her mother that she is going far to play. She wants to see the things beyond the blue sky. In response to this, her mother says to be patient. Next time when summer comes, then she can go. Then she says that waiting for summer is like a long test for her, but she doesn't have that much patience. She wants to go out now. Her mother held her in both arms and told her in a firm voice that the first thing must be done first. So now she has to learn to swim. Then she tells her mother how can she swim? How will she do it? She had never swam before. Then her mother tells her not to worry and advises her to follow what she is doing. Then she had no other way. So that day she had to swim. She jumped into the water holding her mother's hand. She is the brave daughter of a brave mother. As she swims into the water, she leaves behind all her fears and doubt. It doesn't matter if she swims right or wrong, she keeps swimming with all her might. But the ability to swim seems to come on its own. Her mother knew it, and everyone could see how naturally she swam. She knew that she was fearless. She is not only brave but also special. When we learn the poem, then we have got so many new words. Now we will know the meaning of those words. First is lair. Lair means wild animals laying place. Mane means the long hair on the neck of some animals. Next is clasped. Clasped means hold tightly or closely. Might means great strength. Polar means relating to the north or south pole. Patience means the capacity to accept delay. Rest means cease work in order to relax. Gripped means to hold something tightly. Brave means courage. Excerpts means a small extract. Okay, a small extract from a object. Now we discuss about the NCERT questions. First question is, where did the polar bear live with her family? The polar bear lived with her family in an icy lair. Next question is, what did Malu learn to do from her parents? She learned fishing and swimming from her parents. Next is, where did Malu wants to travel? Malu wanted to travel beyond the big blue sky. What was it that Malu's parents wanted her to learn? Malu's parents wanted her to learn the art of swimming. Was Malu scared to swim? Did she learn it easily? Yes, Malu was scared to swim, and yes, she learnt it easily. Next is, read the last two stanzas of the poem. Whom does she stand for in both? The answer is, she stands for Malu Bhalu in the first stanza, and the second last stanza she stands for her mother. Now you have to see the picture below and talk about them. Here in this picture we can see Malu and her mother, and they are in the icy cold water, and her mother teach her how to swim, right? Mother bear teaches her little child to swim. She is learning to swim in the extremely cold water of the polar region. As they lived in the polar region, naturally the water also be very cold. Having never swam before, she is a bit scared. But as time goes on, swimming comes naturally. After that, she left all her fears and worries behind and starts enjoying swimming. Okay, let's go to the next topic, that is user chart. Now, first you have to solve a true or false. Malu's hair was white. It is true. Malu knew how to swim. It is false, because her parents wanted to teach her the art of the swimming. Malu was playing with penguins. No, it is false. Malu was good at catching fish. The answer is true. Next is, Malu was a brave bhalu. That is true. Malu did not love her mother. That is false. Malu's mother was firm. It is also true. Now you have to write the character by using all the adjectives. Okay. First we see the words brave, strong, hardworking, eager to learn more, smart, caring, impatient, female, affectionate, bold, playful, white, adventurous, clever, young and fearless. Now we write the character of Malu by using all these words. Malu was brave and strong. She was a hardworking female bear and always has eager to learn more. She is young, smart, clever but impatient. She is adventurous, she is white and she is affectionate. Okay. Now we write her character in details. Let's read the heading. Now write a detailed character sketch of Malu Bhalu. Okay. Malu was a white female polar bear. She was bold and beautiful. She was a young but brave bear. She was always eager to learn more. She was so smart that she learned to catch fish and swim. She was adventurous but impatient too. She wanted to go far away fearlessly. She was so caring. She wanted to be strong like her mother. Okay. Now we talk about the topic, that is let's talk. First, we have to read the following passage carefully. One day Meena plucks a mango and brings it home. Her grandmother gives the large piece to Raju because he is a boy. Meena protests. After all, she brought the mango and she is the elder of the two. She insists she has a greater right over her share. Her father comes to her help and divides the mango equally. Okay, we finish the passage. Now we solve some questions. The first question is, who brought the mango home? Meena brought the mango home. Why did Meena's grandmother give a large piece to Raju? Because Raju is a boy. Who do you think should have got the large piece? In my opinion, Meena should have got the larger piece. Okay. Using the following clues, write about yourself in the space below. Now, the clues are name, place you live in, physical features, habits, likes and dislikes. Okay. Here I write, I am Arpita Basu. I live in Salt Lake, Kolkata. I am a girl. I have thick and long hair. I love to talk with people. I like to see movies. I don't like to drink milk. I have a good habit, that is, I wake up early in the morning and go for a walk with my father. Then I come back home and take a bath and sit to read. Okay. Now, our next question is, what are the things your mother asks you to do? Okay. And now, you have to write what things you like to do and what things you don't like to do. First, we discuss about what you like to do. I like to dance, I like to talk, I like to watch movies and I like to draw. Okay. And next, and what things you don't like to do? First, I don't like to drink milk. I don't like to do maths. I don't like to do fight, and I don't like to do quarreling. Okay. Next topic is let's write. Here you can see some words. Those are written in red color. Now, after reading this passage, you have to replace those words with pronoun. First, we have to read the passage. Malu lived with Malu's parents in the North Pole. Malu had great fun with Malu's seagulls friends. One day Malu's father told Malu that the hunters had come to trap Malu and Malu's family. Malu knew how to hide very well. Malu shut Malu's eyes and curled up like a ball of snow. The hunters searched for Malu and Malu's family everywhere but in vain. Here you can see that the name Malu is repeated again and again and it sounds very bad, right? Now what you have to do? First read the heading. We can avoid repeating the names by using certain other words in their places. Study the table below. Now we have to replace the repeating words by these words. Okay, and where we have to use these words, first we have to learn about this table. Actually, these are pronoun. Okay. Number 1. When the person speaking. Then in singular we can use I and me. In plural we can use we or us. Now I give you some examples like I go to school. Here I am the person and I am speaking that I am going to school or I go to school. And when it is plural, then we can say that we are going to school. Okay. Next, when person spoken to, then in singular we use you and in plural we can use you. Right? When I speak with someone, then I call him you. Okay. And the other person. When I and you present here and we are talking about someone who is not present here, then we use in singular he, him and she, her. And in plural we can use they or them. And we are talking about places or things, then we use it. Right? Now it is clear to all of you how to use all these words. Now we have to replace these words. Now write the above paragraph using words from the above table. Malu lived with her parents in the North Pole. She had great fun with her seagull friends. One day her father told her about the hunters had come to trap her and her family. She knew how to hide very well. She shut her eyes and curled up like a ball of snow. The hunter searched for her and her family everywhere but in vain. Most of the time we use she and her. Okay. We use she or her because Malu is a female bear. Next is text based question answer. The first question is, where does she live? She lives in an icy layer. It is in polar region. How does she look? She has white and bright mane. What is her name? Her name is Malu Bhalu. Who is she going to learn from? She is going to learn from her parents. Our next question is, what would she learn soon? She was going to learn many things that her parents knew, like how to catch fish, whether it big or small. Next question is, where is she going to play? She is going far out to play. What does she want to see? She wants to see things beyond the big blue sky. What cannot she be patient? Next time when the summer comes, she can go. Hearing this, she can no longer be patient. What does her mother say to her in a firm voice? Her mother told her in a firm voice that the first thing must be done fast. So now she has to learn to swim. How did she get into the water? She jumped into the water holding her mother's hand. Next is, what advice does her mother give her? Her mother advises her not to worry and to follow what she is doing. Next question is, how does she able in leaving behind her fear and doubts? As she swims into the water, she leaves behind all her fears and doubts. Next question is, how does she swim? It doesn't matter if she swims right or wrong, she keeps swimming with all her might. Why is she brave and special? As she swims, it comes naturally with the time. She tries her best to swim. Then all can see that now she is swimming very naturally without any fear. That is why she is very brave and special. Okay. Again, I tell you that you have to always remember the name of the poet. The poet of this poem is Sandhya Rao, and she translated this poem from Malu Bhalu, and it is a Hindi poem, and Sandhya Rao translated it, and the real Malu Bhalu poem is written by Kamla Vasin. Okay, always you have to remember the poet name, and it helps to gain more numbers in your examinations. Okay, here we complete our video, and if there are any queries, let me know in the WhatsApp, and in our description box we mention the WhatsApp number, as well as you can follow our Facebook page. Okay, let's see the next chapter.